Sean Cruz of TD Ameritrade joins us now. And Sean, we are post that Fed announcement. So where do you think we go from here?
But there's a lot coming up that really could rattle things. We're starting to see central banks move around with some interest rates. We still have a lot of, I think, fallout from the recent AT&T Time Warner deal that could bleed over into M&A and other sectors. That could be a driver of volume. And then there's just a lot of these geopolitical risks that haven't necessarily been resolved. So I think there's still a lot that can move markets, and it could be a little bit of a driver of volume and volatility going into the summer. So maybe not the same slow summer that we're used to seeing.
I'm glad that you brought up M&A because a lot of people are talking about this. Will it rearrange what we see in the entertainment industry and leak into other sectors? So let's take a look at AT&T. What's going on here? Would you still trade this stock?
I think it's still tradable. Right now we saw a lot of just back and forth. The session after the big decision earlier on this week, we saw it sell off, rally back, sell off again. We saw a lot of activity at those 33 puts and then a lot of activity at those 35 calls, which is interesting to me because if I was going to employ some sort of a caller strategy, that would be something that would be wrapped right around where the stock was trading. So you may have seen some investors going in there to buy AT&T and then collaring their stock as well to hedge downside, but then also bring a little bit of premium on the call side.
Do you play Comcast here?
Comcast is, I think, just that whole sector, you're seeing a lot of movement. And it was interesting, if they think you're going to be somebody who's going to get bought, you were up. If they thought you were somebody who's going to be doing the buying, then you were down a little bit. Comcast is one where there's been a lot of, I think, activity just around rumors of what else they could have going on. And we've seen a lot of activity at those 33 calls for Comcast. So I think it's definitely something to watch moving forward.
Disney, so many reasons to watch Disney. Out with these blockbuster films, and then also in that buyout category of what will Disney buy next.
And we're seeing a lot of activity just across the call side. So we're seeing at the 105 strike, the 106 strike, the 107 strike, and I think there's just a lot of different trades going on in there. I certainly think there's a speculative bent to that, but I also think there's some investors out there who maybe have been holding on to Disney stock for a while, taking advantage of some of that elevated premium to maybe write some calls against their stock. So
what do you think is ahead for Disney?
I think they're going to look to do some sort of a deal. It'll depend on what that is, whether it's just an outright merger, or if they maybe sell off some assets. Maybe they sell some assets so then they can do another merger. There's a lot of potential for what Disney could do moving forward.
Thank you for the Trader Talk today.
Thank you.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.